Hey y'all, welcome to Miss Mother Trucker, and this is your favorite Mother Trucker. And anyway, I am sitting here in beautiful Colorado. But what I'm here for today is to talk to you about what do I expect when I go into TNT at Prime. How's all this work? Okay, first you're going to come to Prime, you're going to go through PSD, get your license. Okay, you've taken your driving test, you've done your backing, you've done your pre-trip, all that. You've passed. Yay. So then next what's going to happen is you're going to go off, you're going to sit with the examiner, they're going to go over what you missed, what you didn't miss, and they're going to tell you you passed. Your TNT instructor's like, hey, click, picture, all good. Then they walk you in over by, you're still in that building by the pad. You go, you talk to this one guy, he goes, okay, you got some computer-based training to do. You'll go over there and sit down. You'll fill everything out, you'll do a little paperwork, and then you will be officially hired. You'll get your purple card. And now, the examiner will hand you a sheet saying you passed. You hold on to that like gold, because you're going to need to take that to your local DMV and get your permanent license. And you're going to fill out a few things online. They're going to email the TNT head, the head of TNT, where they can start looking to match you with a TNT instructor. Now, when you first got to Prime, you took this deal where, personality test. Throw that shit out the window. The only things on there that's going to matter is they match you with a smoker or non-smoker. Male or female. Let's say you go, oh, I don't want no chick teaching me, and your guy, I don't want no chick teaching me, or your chick, I don't want no chick teaching me, or your chick, I don't want no guy teaching me, or however you want it. Those are the two things they're going to look at. So, next, you're going to go to the Twix office. You're going to go through all that and get your Twix card. And that'll take a few days to get it, So you're going to actually go home. Most likely they're going to send you home if they don't match you up with an instructor straight off. They'll send you home where you'll wait for your instructor to call. When your instructor calls, make sure you answer the phone. Make sure you're polite. If you have any questions you want to ask your instructor, have them written down ahead of time. Like, what do I need to bring? Will we be doing any home times during my TNT? About when do you think you're going to come get me? Because we don't always know as TNT instructors when exactly we're going to get you. Like, I'm about to pick up my student here in the next couple days in Kansas. But when I called him, I was all the way in Washington State. And he thought I was like going to come get him the next day. Honey, that dog don't hunt. No, I cannot fly my rig all the way to Kansas. So, anywho, we turned around, and you turn around, you get hooked up with your TNT instructor, and what's going to happen is they're going to tell you what to bring on your truck. Well, here's what I tell my students to bring. You want a shower bag. You want a dirty laundry bag. Nothing great big. You want to bring probably, if it's summertime, you want to bring a couple pairs of shorts, comfortable shorts. You might want to bring a pair of sweatpants, couple pairs of jeans. Things you can roll up real tight, like military roll. And you want to bring probably 6 t-shirts. You want to bring at least 6 pairs of underwear. Understand, we might not get to do laundry for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So then you want to bring a shower, like your shower bag. In your shower bag, if you're a man, or a woman, you want razors, leg razors if you're a woman, face razors if you're a man. You want to bring your deodorant, your toothpaste, toothbrush, mouthwash, perfume, cologne, whatever. Don't bring any kind of real strong cologne or perfume, and always ask your instructor, does this bother you? Because some instructors might be allergic to certain colognes and perfumes. It might be a good one just not to wear aftershave or cologne. But if it doesn't bother them, fine, go ahead. Okay, you're also going to, everything you bring on, you're going to be putting up in your bunk. you're going to be sleeping with it. Now, if you guys are both sleeping, what I have my students do is I have them pull the stuff off their bunk and put it down in front of the passenger seat. That way, they have plenty of room up there. You're going to, like I said, bring all your hygiene products and so forth. Now, when you get on your truck, your instructor's going to show you the truck and go over everything on the truck. They should be able to provide you with, you know, plug-in areas for where you can bring your charge cords absolutely for all your devices. Your instructor will set you up with USB ports and so forth. You might even want to bring one of these little handy-dandy 4-way plug-ins. And a lot of trucks have plug-ins up top for you. Now, also let your trainer know if you're on a CPAP. You know, it won't make any difference whether your trainer takes you or not. Just, you know, give them a heads up. A lot of us have TVs. Now, a lot of trainers do not let their students use their fridges. I'm not that anal. If I have room, I let them use it. A lot of you know, who follow my channel, know I cook on the truck. And I do let my students use my stuff as long as they're neat and clean about it. And when you are on the road, talk to your trainer. Say, hey, we get a shower, and it sounds gross, every 2 to 3 days. Now, it's not up to me to get you your shower. If you need a shower, say to me, hey, if we're not on like just a hard deadline, say, hey, I'd like to pull off on my 30, park, run in and see if they have a shower available and get a quick shower. And that, because believe me, it'll be a blessing to Mother Trucker if you take a damn shower. And it'll be a blessing to you if Mother Trucker takes a shower. Trust. I know this is all precious and beautiful, but you know, it can stink. But anyway, guys, back to more serious things. I digress. So, let's go over what your accommodations will be in the truck. Now, one more thing. I've heard, and this pisses me off, because my trainer did it to me, and I've had one of the worst training experiences ever at Prime. I mean, it was bad, and I'm going to do a video on it, and I'm going to go into depth on it. It was borderline, it was cruel, it was almost criminal. Prime didn't know everything that had happened to me when I was in TNT, but you all are going to know. Enough time has passed, so anything that happened to me really had no bearing on Prime. It was up to me to have reported my trainer. It was up to me to make that decision. So what Prime doesn't know, they cannot fix. You understand? Okay, so are you guys ready to see what your living quarters will look like? Oh, and one other thing. I know my ADD is all over the place. You want to bring a sheet, a couple blankets, pillow, and also bring a top sheet, because when this truck is moving, you're going to move down to my bunk or your trainer's bunk. If they tell you you cannot, you call your dispatcher immediately, or you call safety, because that dog don't hunt. You could die. You could come off that bunk and fly through the windshield and be dead in a second. So you definitely want to be on that bottom bunk when this truck is moving. Okay, so, okay, let's go. Let's go take a look. Oh, sorry guys, I'm going to turn the camera around. And some of the things you're going to be learning in TNT, your instructor should be helping you learn to back. And it takes a lot of practice. We're only going to get you so far, and we're going to get you a good foundation. You should have a good foundation by the time you get off our truck. But it takes, as Kirsty, trucking along with Kirsty told me, she was my mentor and who brought me to Prime. Told me it takes a good year to 2 years to really solidly learn to back. She wasn't joking. She was dead on. I mean, dead on. I had already taught several students. But before I could just pick almost any spot and get in, it took me a good 2 years. It was probably right after one of my students his name was Jawan, got off my truck. And about that time when I came back, it just hit all settled in. They're also going to be teaching you how to deal with Qualcomm, do macros on your app, how to talk to customers. They'll walk you in. They should. They're supposed to. Walk you into the customer as you check in and everything and help you through it. After a few times, you'll be going in by yourself. My students go into every customer. They're in the bunk, I get them up, let's go check in. I let my students do the fueling. They're going to teach you how to fuel the rigs. They're going to tell you how to download the apps for Loves, TA, Pilot, the ones we use. That way you earn points. I let my students earn all the points for all their fueling. Some trainers are like, here, use my card. No. You need to be getting these points for yourself. But it is up to your trainer. But I let my students have all the points. That way when they get off my truck, it can help them buy a Garmin or something like that. And also, you're going to want to get a headset for your hands-free headset. That way, and they have, you know, you got the big ones with that earpiece on one side. This doesn't have an earpiece. It goes around your ears, and so you're open and you're legal. But you're going to need a hands-free headset. Your trainer also is going to need to help you learn how to do hill descents, take hills, descend, ascend and descend from the hills. They're going to have to teach you everything, anything and everything. And the problem is a lot of students don't know what they don't know. So, you know, ask questions. And another thing, the dynamic on here. Some people are like, oh yeah, we're co-drivers, we're buddies. No. You can be friends, co-drivers, but the trainer is your supervisor, your boss while you are on their truck. We are paying you, but that's not, even if you're just company, it doesn't matter. The trainer is your supervisor. So I've talked to a few students that have been gotten kicked off a truck or two, and they go, well, I asked to be taken off the truck, or I was going to because they told me what to do. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of our job. We're teaching you. We have to tell you what to do. We have to tell you when to drive, when not to drive. We set the schedule, who's driving when and where, and if we don't feel this is safe, we're going to have you do something different. You know, and you can't take that personally. You got to understand, we're doing this for your betterment and to help you get ahead. We have the experience, or should have the experience, to know if this is dangerous, this is not dangerous. Like some of my students, I drive them crazy with, slow down. When we go to take the exit, if that exit says 35, you need to be at 30 by the time you hit that exit. You need to have your blinker on, you need to start slowing down, and then I want you down, if it's 35, I want you down to probably 25. I want you going slow around there. And you see truckers when you're doing a descent. I tell you what speed to hit it at, and you are going to do it at that speed. Period. There's no arguing. I don't care, super truckers going right down one right after the other. I've seen too many super truckers in the side of the mountain, just a few miles down. So, it's all about safety. You can't take things personally. You got to understand, you work for Prime, but we are your instructors. We are your supervisors. You can call it boss, you can call it supervisor. It's an instructor / supervisor. You know, that doesn't mean we're here to abuse you. We are absolutely not. And if your TNT instructor is abusing you, you need to let your dispatcher know. But if it's because they're telling you what to do and you don't want to be bossed around, that dog don't fly and that dog don't hunt, honey. You know what I'm saying? Because that is our job. And the great thing, though, is when you're out of TNT, there is no one to boss you around. You're going to have your dispatcher. As long as you get your load there on time, you do it safely, you don't get critical events. And you're a lease operator, you can take what route you want, you can do whatever as long as you get there. But my advice to you, you get there as soon as possible, because you never know what can come up along the way. Okay? Okay, guys. So anyway, let's check out what's up next. Okay, guys. There's some stairs, little ladder. I already have it down. This is where my students would turn around and have their bunk. You know, I provide 2 blankets. I provide a top sheet. You bring your own sheets. I provide 1 pillow. If you need more than 1, you bring 1 and bring a pillowcase. We have little cubbies here. I provide little spray, okay? And you could put little things like your phones, different things like that. You have a light up here, and it moves around. Let me see if this truck has it. Okay. You have a vent up here, and this is to turn the dome lights on and off. But it's really, it's a nice little bunk. And there's little windows on either side. There's speakers up there, but we don't turn on, you know, the music through the speaker system. And then you come down, and let me see. Let me see if I can do this, guys. Sorry about that. And I would say I was going to edit it out, but I'm not. Now, this is my bunk down here. I keep paper towels there. I keep a bottle of water there for me to drink. I have 2 pillows. I have several blankets. I like lots of comfort. And everyone's like, well, Michaela, you know, your bed's so messy. It is, but let me tell you, you go trying to tuck everything in on this, next to impossible. Then in here, I have drawers with different things, forks, seasonings, so forth, olive oil, little deodorizers. I always carry extra charge cords, stuff like that. My clothes goes up here. Down here, I have stuff like little storage bowls, pot I'm going to be reviewing. It's like a little roaster. Up here is the cockpit. My microwave, my freezer, fridge. It's actually a pretty big one. Then up here, we just got more stuff. Like I got a George Foreman grill. I got a hot plate. Stuff like that. I have a 44-inch TV, my nightgown right there. Yeah, this is basically my truck. Up here, I keep all the different packets I ever got from Prime. And in here's my medical card, my passport, so forth. Over here, normally I have more, help me here, more paper towels and stuff, but I'm running low and I keep a roll on this side. Gosh. This is the passenger seat down there, a pair of slides, bottles of water. I always keep lots of bottles of water, bleach, spray bleach, Febreze. Down there, some stuff I just got at the store. And my windows need to be cleaned severely.